Choose life, choose a sport, choose a drop zone, choose a start time, choose a fucking big jump plane, choose turbine engines, speed, unlimited altitude, and endless horizons. Choose height, no low turns, and travel insurance. Choose jump tickets, choose tiny action cameras, choose your mates, choose a rig and matching helmet, choose swoop shorts and a range of fucking fabrics, choose 120 vertical speed and wondering who the fuck you are on a Sunday morning. Choose sitting on that couch, watching debriefs, spirit-saving slow-mos, smashing beers after last load. Choose standing on the podium at the end of it all. Choose a win you'll love every time. And the reasons? There are no reasons. Who needs reasons when you fly NZ Aerosports?
Of course, I absolutely love the NZ Aerosports business model. I mean, come on. One glance at an Icarus fuck yeah sticker and you know it lines up perfectly with the fucking pilot mentality. But outside their wonderful use of colorful language and a great company vibe, there's a long list of reasons to say NZ Aerosports, fuck yeah. NZ Aerosports blows me away right out of the gate as a canopy manufacturer with a bold offer. They give you 10 jumps on your brand new nylon to decide if you want to keep it, swap it out, or even return it for a refund. I mean, seriously, how incredible is that? That's like getting halfway through a prom and deciding you prefer the slightly racier date that goes down faster. Seriously, they do that. If you're not madly in love with your new canopy after 10 jumps, they'll let you swap it out for another size or model, or even get your money back. And the range of canopies they've got? Man, they've got a style canopy to fit every jumper and every situation with models you know and trust, like the Sapphire 3, the perfect choice for the beginner or intermediate canopy pilot. The Crossfire 3, when you're ready to kick it up that elliptical notch. The JFX 2, if you're looking to up your new swoop game. The Leia as the workhorse and dirtwater dirt beast, or the Petra. The Petra cranks out crazy power and is nothing short of a record breaker. But hey, it's not always about speed either. Take the Kraken. Built as a low pack volume canopy specifically with wingsuiting in mind, she gives you all the performance you're looking for with the reliability you need that'll have you itching for that next formation, rodeo, or puffy cloud. So the equipment is top of the line kick-ass stuff as you already know, but how about the team? Well, the customer service gang is there to sort you out whenever you need them. Maddie and Beto are always there to help with Jen holding the reins. They're available for you at sales@nzaerosports.com, and they've got a kick-ass live chat tool on the website if you're wanting to hit someone up right away. These are the crew you're going to want to talk to get those custom orders in. With the stock nylon, once you know what you want, they'll have that shit on a FedEx truck as soon as the credit card machine says approved and get you in the air in no time. For your custom orders, you'll be able to get a time frame for building and shipping when you design it, so get to it. And demos. They've got demos in the US available from their partner Rock Sky Market. The whole US demo fleet is there with Sapphire 3, Crossfire 3, Kraken, JFX2, and Leia canopies in a range of sizes. They also offer student and tandem demos in the US. Bottom line, every step of the way, NZ Aerosports is there to get you what you need, and I personally couldn't be happier to be teamed up with them here on Lunatic Fringe. Hell, they've even got a special offer for all you lunatic listeners out there. Just head to pages.nzaerosports.com/into the void. That's pages.nzaerosports.com/into the void and follow the instructions to register a website account with them. You'll score a discount voucher with $20 towards any purchase over $200. I mean, come on. You know you're going to shop with NZ Aerosports, so grab a little extra cash towards that buy and enjoy. The offer is good until the 31st of December, and the voucher is good for 3 months, so go register now. And now, time to get started with Lunatic Fringe Into the Void, brought to you proudly by NZ Aerosports. Fuck yeah.
Coming straight from the cockpit, it's another episode of Lunatic Fringe with the fucking pilot.
Ready, set, go. All right, back in the can for another edition of Lunatic Fringe Into the Void. And back to join us again to talk a little shit. Who are you?
Well, after all the podcasts that we've done, I think you can just greet me, hey, Olga.
Yeah, all right, fine enough. That's fair enough. Hello, Olga. Cheers. Hang on.
Cheers. It's the first time we're drinking tea.
Well, with bourbon.
Yeah, well, a little bit of it.
That is, you didn't trust me on this drink because this drink is so fucking good. This is the shit that I lived off of hiking up to Everest.
Well, I have to get used to it because I hope that we're going to make it to the Everest this year.
I hope COVID gives us a break this time. Yeah, lemon, honey, ginger. If you've never tried it, lemon, honey, and ginger together. And then if you've got it, a little bit of bourbon. Makes it pretty fucking good. They don't give you the bourbon on the way. Well, I suppose you could get the bourbon on the way up there because
I think we can take the flasks.
Yeah, well, I didn't drink it all on my way up to Everest because I was worried about altitude sickness.
Yeah, but now you know.
Yeah, I know not to drink.
I think there is only one way to find out for myself.
Oh, fair enough. Well, when we're supposed to, when we hit Namche Bazaar on our way up for the jumps, which are just above Namche, there's the highest Irish pub in the world is in Namche Bazaar.
They just make the whole trip way more exciting.
Yeah. No, it's a cool fucking little pub, too. Hey! And just in time, I think we just got started, so he can say hello as well. I know you guys haven't had a chance to see each other in a while, so say hello real quick.
Would you have...
Say it again.
Hello real quick.
Say it into the microphone.
Hello real quick.
You've fucking done this before.
What do you have on your shoulder? Is it an ice pack? It's an ice pack.
Yeah, I steal Dean's ice packs when I come over.
So he just
I'm just coming in from physiotherapy, so
he just got through getting the shit needled out of him and doing physio. This is why I've chosen the subject that we're going to be talking about, which is new and old injuries and how fun the old ones are when they just fucking won't go away.
Oh, that's how I end up here in the can with two of you. Because
Actually,
you guys are fucked. Most of you. Well,
you and I were going to have the conversation, and I'm like, all right, wait a second. I want a third person to talk about being fucked up and injured. Who should it be? There's only one choice, and that would be who are you, by the way?
I have no idea who I am. Too many injuries.
Yeah, fuck it. Your head's the one thing you haven't hurt.
Well, I feel a bit more relaxed than Junior's here.
My wife might tell you otherwise.
Yeah, right. Mr. Ludwig is joining us again.
How's everybody going?
Back in the can. So, yeah, specifically we're going to talk about injuries. One, because one of us has another new addition to the body piercing phenomenon. Young Miss Olga got a couple of screws and a plate in your ankle.
Yeah, it's my ankle that I fucked up then recently. Well, 4 weeks ago. 4 weeks and 4 days.
How'd you hurt yourself this time?
I mean, same old shit, being clumsy and just putting my foot in the wrong way, I guess.
Well, see, that's the thing that I actually wanted to talk about specifically is, so you fucked up your ankle, but this was just a work jump. This was nothing going on. You weren't showing off. You weren't doing anything big. You just were going for a little bit of distance on a work jump. And next thing you know, you're under the knife in the hospital.
Yeah. Well, that was a combination of many things, like now that I think about that, because in the beginning I thought that, like, there is nothing I can learn from that. But then Pete Adam asked me, is there anything he can learn from my injury? And then I start rewinding and thinking about what exactly happened. And there was a combination of my parachute being pretty old, because the layer that I fly has 2,200 jumps on it, plus. And it's a funny thing, because I brought it to reline to my riggers, and they were like, there is no way we're going to reline it until we do the pull test, because it looks pretty fucked. And so I'm like, okay, well, probably it's not going to go through the pull test and it's not going to survive through that. But it did. It actually did. It passed the pull test. So we relined the parachute. But you know how, like, sun and everything, what it does to the material of the canopy. So obviously this canopy wasn't performing as good. And it was this injury was a combination of the old parachute and me pushing a little bit too hard. I'm not saying that what happened is just the canopy that I'm flying. Obviously, I shouldn't stay as long on the rears. And when I went to flare, there was nothing else. There is nothing left, and there is no juice. So I landed pretty vertical, though nothing that I couldn't handle. And I think just like the combination of that and putting my foot in the wrong weird way. So I couldn't believe that actually I broke something, because when I landed, I was so fucking pissed. I'm like, no way, man. It's because I heard it. I heard it snapped. So I stood up straight away and I'm like, no. And then I fell down crying, like literally tears down running down my face, because it was so painful. And I was still hoping it's just a dislocation, because the ankle looked pretty weird, like on the side and hanging. And my friend Ivan came in. He's like, yeah, it just dislocated. I'm like, fucking hell, it hurts.
Yeah.
And the next thing, I have a plate and a couple of screws and a torn ligament and a dislocation, obviously, that comes with a torn ligament. Yeah, the rest of it, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but it's been 4 weeks, 4 days, and I'm going back skydiving on Sunday. It's going to be 5 weeks.
Wow.
Which is a quick recovery.
That's a quick recovery.
Yeah. Well, she thinks it's because she's been exposed to too much Chernobyl juice.
Yeah, I think it's this.
I mean,
It's fucking possible.
That's definitely possible.
It's
But
possible.
you've been there as well. You should be exposed to that as well. Just a little tiny
Yeah,
bit.
but you were like raised there. You're
Yeah.
It's different than going there for a couple hours and then, as opposed to being raised with it.
That was a cool trip, though.
That was a pretty cool trip.
See, all this time I thought it was the mushrooms that were making her glow green in the dark.
No.
It wasn't.
No.
Wow. Okay, we should turn off the lights and see if she's glowing a little bit.
Let's try it.
So you just came in from physio. You're using one of my ice packs sitting on your shoulder.
Yep.
And here's where you and I have a lot in common, because that's not particularly new now.
No, this was injured, oh God, 2016.
Okay.
Shit.
So a while back.
Wow,
A while
it's
back.
5 years, man.
Yeah, that was the original hit to it. And then again in November of, what year are we in now?
2021, I think still.
November of 2019. I got
Okay.
injured again, and then I couldn't take it anymore and went under the knife almost a year ago.
Yeah. And it's quite the long road to recovery.
And they want to operate on it again.
Yeah, of course.
Because
Doctors love to cut.
uh,
Yeah. Well, now, so that's the first real issue with the shoulder, but you've had other older injuries that still haunt you, yeah?
oh yeah, I'm still recovering from, well, I wouldn't say recovering from. I was recovered, but just due to what we do for a living, I injured my back and had a microdiscectomy on 2 levels in my lower back.
What is
in 2013. So that's where you have ruptured discs, and they go in and they just kind of cut off the part that's ruptured.
Oh, fuck.
So they just kind of go in there and it's like, we'll just remove that.
Yeah.
And then
Did they replace it with anything?
they don't replace it with anything for that. And this is, 2013, so technology has changed a lot. And I saw, and I didn't think too much of it, but I took a guy that was a top leading surgeon in lower back stuff for a skydiving around 2015 or 16. And he happened to be traveling to do a little conference or whatever, and I start talking to him like we do with most of our tandem students, and I find out what he does. I'm like, hey doc.
Oh, he must have loved that.
I'm like we just had some fun. We had a little bit of bonding. I'm like, can I ask you a question? Like, what do you think about this? He's like, well, has anybody given you your 10-year plan? I'm like, 10-year what?
10-year what?
He's like, you're probably going to need your discs fused within 10 years.
Wow.
And from the time of the surgery, and it's almost 10 years, and I'm having all kinds of issues with it.
Oh, man, it's insane what so many jumps that we do and does to our body. You never think about that, but on the long run, the 1,000 jumps yearly that we do, just sucks up our bodies so much.
I had no issues for more than half of my career.
How many jumps do you have now, Junior?
A little over 18,000.
Okay. Well, it's good.
In 22 years, and I made it, I don't know, 13 years, 14 years without ever needing.
Sure.
2013 was when I had my first surgery, and that was my first injury. And besides being a stupid skydiver learning how to swoop, where I kind of hurt myself once doing that. When I was learning, because when I started swooping, nobody was really teaching canopy piloting. So
you have to learn it on your way.
I bounced once kind of hard. Nothing was broken, thank God. But I looked down, after I hit the third time from my bounce, and I looked at my ankles. I'm like, okay, everything is straight. I move everything. I'm like, I can feel everything. I'm like, okay, I'll just wait for help to arrive.
Yeah.
And luckily, one of the skydivers was a doctor.
It's what I'm finding is it's the old stuff that I knew I hurt myself, but I didn't ever really get checked out and never had any specific diagnosis. And
Because what skydiver gets checked out?
right,
Oh, yeah.
well, we just learned to live with it, right?
Walk, you don't.
I can trace back, and I've talked about it on the podcast before, the one brutal opening that I had that actually blew up the stiletto that I was flying. And I fucked my neck. We've all done it, or at least back in the old days when you had the heavy cameras and you've got whiplash. I actually left a bruise on my chest from where my chin hit my chest that fucking hard on that jump. Cut away and landed, managed to film the tandem landing by holding my head and then fell over. This was 2004 when I did this.
But the helmets that you have, I tried it on. It's fucking heavy.
Well, and that's with only one camera on it. I had a much heavier camera on that as well. It was a massive camera because this is back when I think the PCs, the mini DVs were just starting to get a little bit smaller. It was like the PC 1000.
Yeah, the PC 1000 was the smallest one,
And it was a
then
fucking
they pretty
tank.
much went away after that.
Yeah, and it was a big one, but I mean, I started on the old high 8 ones that were literally the size of a fucking brick and almost as heavy.
But if you look at Norman Cain's
Oh,
pictures
yeah,
back from the day, oh my god, I cannot believe this
Yeah,
man
but
still has a neck.
Hats off to him because he was smart enough to wear a fucking neck brace with
But you
that.
didn't
No.
because you're too,
Yeah. Oh, no. Hell no, I don't need a goddamn neck brace.
Yeah, but you were like, what, 20?
Even Joe Jennings would always fly with wings. Even if he was filming free fly stuff, he had wings.
To slow
Just
the
to
fuck
slow
And I
down.
asked him why, and that's exactly what he said. He said, so I can slow down before opening, because I've had too many hard openings.
Absolutely. Well, and this was in 2004 when I did this. I landed from that. One of the active jumpers. Yeah, try that.
You want to try that? Lemon, ginger, bourbon tea?
Lemon, ginger, honey, and a little bit of bourbon. It's delicious.
Oh, wow, that is good.
I know.
I
It's
know,
fucking
that's-
amazing. But so I land from that fucking jump, and almost the first thing that happens is one of the jumpers there was a chiropractor, and his wife was an MD. So he gives me an adjustment. Now, looking back at this now, holy fuck, I just had a hard opening and let someone grab my head and crack it.
Oh, shit. Oh, I
Right.
just felt it in my neck.
Exactly.
Ow.
So I am laying on this table going, I don't know if this is a, and he cracks my fucking neck
Oh.
while he's on the phone with his wife.
Maybe
who
that's
is,
why you have a neck problem.
Yeah, right? Who is, bless her, prescribing me, I think, like a buttload of Vicodin at the time. So I'm in heaven.
Amazing.
It's 2004, and I've got a huge bottle of Vicodin. I actually backed my truck into a fucking telephone pole because I couldn't look over my head, and I was so buzzed off the Vicodin, I didn't care. I just drove away.
And for all you kids out there, this was before backup cameras in cars.
Yeah, absolutely.
Holy
And so
kids out
that
there.
jump, I think I was down for a week because I couldn't turn my fucking head to the right or to the right at all. And as soon as I could kind of turn my head to the right, I'm like, all right, I'm good. I should be able to go jump. And so off to the races I go. And then maybe half a dozen really fucking hard openings later, I stopped shooting video, at least for the most part, because I'm like, my neck is fucked. Well, now cut to now. And for the last couple of years, I've dealt with a lot of neck problems. My neck is always sore, not sleeping, my hands going numb, all this stuff. And I'm thinking, all right, well, maybe I don't know what I've done. Not even thinking about this bad opening way back when. And I did a couple of epidural shots into my neck, and which are horrifying. Yep. You were there for one of them.
Yep.
Not fucking a fun experience. I was
Did you feel
pale
it?
white, and I finally go to a neurologist who gives me a proper MRI and shows me an MRI of every fucking disc in my neck is out. And now potentially I'm looking at disc replacement surgery or fusion on my whole fucking neck. And this is from...
You don't understand. You're not encouraging people to start skydiving.
No. What I'm
stories.
encouraging them to do is to take those little minor injuries a lot more seriously, because if I had dealt with this way back when, maybe I wouldn't have had the problems that I have to the extent that I do now. It's all self-inflicted stupidity. I did it to myself. I just kept jumping as you do. Skydivers are great
And
with
who
jumping
would
through
stop?
pain.
Yeah, like, do you see any skydiver who's not
No, but
injured
my
in one way or another?
well, it's a badge of honor, right? if you can jump through being hurt.
I don't need that badge of honor.
Right. Well,
We've
I've got
been
it,
through-
dude.
We got them. We already got quite a few. So
My badges of honor are hanging on all the fucking walls and all the scars I've got from surgery. So I think with mine, it's not that I am trying to, and talk people out of it. Don't. I'm just saying if you get yourself a little bit hurt, fucking do something about it.
Take the time, rehab properly.
Yeah.
But most places, you guys know, like especially in the States, people don't have good insurance.
No.
People are jumping to live. They're jumping to eat.
yeah.
Right, if they're and that's the biggest thing that I saw in the States. I saw friends that would jump in, in like in your situation, Olga, with having a cast on, and I saw people doing tandems, doing everything else, and they're jumping with the cast on, and they just pick up their foot for landing.
Yeah.
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 Right?
Oh,
It's
I've
like-
jumped
it's like,
injured.
What are you doing? They're like,
Yeah.
well, if I don't do this, I'm not gonna be able to pay my rent this
Yeah.
month.
Yeah. Oh no.
But,
Same.
hey, remember like me being broken-handed, and I was just like taping my fingers one to another, just taking if I can pull the reserve handle, and just going for it, or like. Yeah.
Although I am going to give you a little bit of shit about this.
No, man. Again.
Because you weren't jumping then because you had to pay rent. You were jumping then because you're too fucking stubborn to stay on the ground and heal.
I just love skydiving, man. I just love skydiving.
No, and
We
I'm
had-
not faulting you for
And it's
that.
funny, like me and Tux, we were talking about a situation long ago. I think was it 5 years ago, or 6 years ago in Jordan. It was Tux running the show, and in Jordan, I think after a couple of weeks, I twisted my ankle, and he said, like, stay on the ground, just stay on the ground. That's fine. We have a team. We all just chip in the same like envelope, and then we just split it between all of us. You're still gonna get paid. I'm like, I don't care. I just want to jump. And so he grounded me for 2 jumps, and I was crying, crying. I mean, like with my tears running down my face. So he said, "Okay, just go and jump." And then I fucked up my ACL, like just because I was trying to compensate.
Of course.
So there is true in it. Like maybe like the stubbornness that we have as a skydivers, we just want to skydive no matter what. Sometimes you have to step back.
Well,
See,
and
me
that's-
being wise.
that's
Me being
why I-
very wise.
That's why I gave you shit when I think it was your knee you were dealing with. And you,
Name a bone.
yeah, you knew something was going on with your knee, and you had a doctor's appointment to find out how bad it was, and your mentality was, fuck it, I'll keep jumping until I know how bad it is.
Until you know if it's bad or not,
And
right?
my response was, are you kidding me? Stop fucking jumping, because it might be one jump away from you never being able to walk straight again. And you're like, no.
Okay, but it's me being stupid and silly. But Junior, right? Like some people are just paying rent and paying the breakfast for the money that
Agreed.
they.
No, I'm just
then-
giving you specifically shit, or
It's-
people that do
it's
that.
Normal. It's normal from
I
you.
know.
Like I'm so used to it.
Well, just as like you're used to getting shit from me, because you will. And it's cool. I get it. I totally understand, and it's admirable that you love jumping that much, because obviously it's what we do.
Yeah.
But now, as we all age,
Oh my gosh, shut up. I'm not.
No, of course
Chernobyl,
not.
you remember? Chernobyl.
Chernobyl, yes. Although you did just have a
You
birthday.
just hit a pretty big birthday, didn't you?
Happy birthday!
Guys.
Happy birthday!
Now,
Happy
me.
birthday to you!
Hey, you guys
I
know it
won't
was
sing.
2 months ago anyway, so, but thank you very much.
But still, I mean, it was a pretty big one.
Yeah, it
I mean,
was.
you're kind of over the hill now.
Yeah, you only.
Man,
you can
I'm
start catching up to
stoked.
us.
I'm actually stoked. I never thought I'm going to make it that far with my record.
Right? I want to be.
we didn't think so either.
And I'm the same to some degree. I want to be annoyed with aging, because I don't fucking like it. All these old injuries are coming back to haunt me, and the hair gets thinner and the balls get longer, and all this stuff is just, the aging stuff is not nice. It's a cruel joke, but I get to do it. So in that respect, it's pretty cool. Plus, we're all aging, but we're still doing shit that at least in our day, only the kids did this kind of stuff.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
For sure.
I mean, how many old skydivers that you know that just aren't old? Their skin might be wrinkly and they might have gray hair, but they're not fucking old people.
No, I mean, I've seen a few that are.
Yeah, but they're way out there, but they're still jumping.
They're still jumping, but man,
They shouldn't.
I have no idea how they're still alive.
Fair enough.
So
yeah.
that-
Are we
but
calling
they're-
names though?
No, we're not going to call any names. If you're out there and you are one of those people, then you know who you are.
You will
Yeah,
know.
fair enough. Yeah, but again, they're lucky enough to be there, right?
Exactly.
So there you go. You know, I mean,
You're going to go out your way.
Yeah,
and
for
that's all
sure.
that matters.
I'm nervous that after the whole surgery thing, the doctor's going to be like, look, Just stop jumping out of airplanes.
I've got a few of those letters right now.
Yeah. And obviously that's the kind of thing that you need to weigh the risk versus reward, right? And I mean, I'll never put a fucking camera on my head again unless it's a GoPro. But
You don't have a GoPro.
no, I don't, and I have no need nor desire to go shoot video again. There's just no.
What if you go and do three-way? Three of us. How are you gonna film me and Junior?
He's the fucking camera flyer. He'd just get one of them 360 ones off the top of his head.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake, they'll have drones that'll film for you pretty soon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that? You just jump out of an airplane, throw the drone, and it just follows you. It's coming.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah, Matt Monsing did already with a canopy. I think Pablo was jumping from the plane, holding the drone, open the parachute, and then let the drone fly. And Matt was just flying around him, filming him flying his parachute.
That's
The shots are sick, man. It's just so amazing.
It has to be.
Yeah, it requires obviously skills, but he works hard on it. But it is, if you look at it, the footage is so fucking cool. You don't need you don't need Junior to fly next to you and film you swoop in the pond. You just have a drone flying there.
The days of shadowing swoopers, I think, is almost over.
Fuck that. Keep your drone away from me.
So what's on the agenda for you trying to get back in the air? I mean, obviously, with all the shit that you've got going on injury-wise, most of your doctors are probably going get a desk job.
Yeah, pretty much all my doctors have told me to get a desk job at this point. So it just depends for me right now. I've got some pretty serious degeneration in my lower back that they want to fuse. And it's funny, like as skydivers, we start talking like, L5, S1, and most normal people are like, wait, what?
Oh, yeah.
What is that? Or you start talking C6, C7.
But every skydiver will understand.
Every skydiver,
because the spine here,
every skydiver understands the spine.
Oh,
understand back injuries. But
it was great when I was talking about my neck. One of the tandem instructors that I work with, who had disc replacement surgery in his neck, I was describing symptoms. I'm like, yeah, because my hands and stuff are going numb. He's, oh yeah, it's C5, C6. You're gonna need to get that thing. And I'm like, I know. And 4-5's the shoulder, and so it's really weird. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but it's so they want to fuse L4, L5, S1 right now, just because there's almost no disc there. Yeah,
well, and I don't see you doing a lot of fucking lambada on the dance floor, so I think you'll be okay there.
No, not on the dance floor, but in the bedroom maybe. Come on.
Hey.
That'll fade too.
No way. And then I've got similar to what you've got going on. I'm just trying to find the right doctor. I would say. I've had a bunch of different opinions, but I'm trying to find somebody that is reputable, that knows. I think I'm actually going to wind up going to see your doctor here soon. Yeah,
this guy, oh man, he came recommended from 2 skydivers who are back actively jumping, and he did disc replacement surgery on both of these guys.
Yeah, but they did a level less than what they want to do on me. From what I've heard, they'd want to do 5 levels essentially. So
they wanted all 4 on mine.
Yeah, so it'd be four, and then possibly 1 fused. But we'll see. I mean, that's down the road. I don't plan on doing that now.
Yeah. What's the recovery after that?
It just depends on what exactly they do. So if they fuse, then it's some certain. If they do, how many levels? Each level adds recovery time, and I've heard everything from 6 months to a year.
Well, so no, that's for super active stuff. But I talked to the tandem instructor that had the 2 discs replaced, and he was told. Well, first off, he gave a great story of sitting in the recovery room. So he's just had 2 discs replaced, and I've had 9 surgeries now. So surgery itself does not make me particularly nervous, but having someone cut into my fucking neck and do shit on my spine, that kind of freaks me out. And he was freaked out as well, and I think it was his first surgery, so 10 times so. And I guess he's sitting in the recovery room having just had his neck operated on. He does not have a neck brace on. He's woken up and he said he's just sitting stiff in bed, terrified to turn his head. And the doctor, who is this amazing guy, super quirky, like 5'6" tall, 130 pounds soaking wet Brazilian guy wearing suspenders and a bow tie. Right, so he's like Pee Wee Herman, but he's a neurologist, and he's super straightforward. This guy he's just got this kind of dry humor, and I guess he walks in, and he says, "Hey, why are you looking so stiff?" And of course, he's sitting in the bed going, you just fucking cut my spine up, man. And he's like, look left, look right, and look up and down. And he does the whole way. And this look of shock comes over his face because he can turn his head and he's not in agony. And the doctor says, looking good, and leaves the room.
Yeah, I've talked to Brian, and he said he was pretty shocked.
Yeah.
Like when he woke up, and he is like, it's not like, so you live in constant pain,
Yeah.
and then you wake up and you kind of expect a bit of a pain, and there is nothing. Like the pain was never there.
Oh,
and
I
you're like,
asked
what
him.
the fuck is going on? How
asked
do you
him
live with no
'cause,
pain?
I mean, I've been dealing with this for I don't even know how long it's been hurting. And I asked him, so not including recovery time from the surgery itself, how did you feel afterwards? And he's like, dude, it wasn't that the pain got better. It's as if it never existed.
Yeah, he's still not recommended to do heavy squats. You know, his favorite, obviously, but
I could live without heavy squats.
Yeah.
I can sleep at night and my arms don't fall asleep. I can live without heavy squats.
Yeah, being able to sleep for more than like an hour without having to change positions or waking up.
Or sleeping with a heating pad or an ice pack every fucking night. I've actually had frost nip because I've fallen asleep on a bare ice pack before. That is not okay.
I don't understand what I'm doing in this room. You guys are pretty fucked. Even though I broke pretty much every bone in my body, I feel like you
sweetheart,
guys are fucked.
You are
Just
on
wait
the
a few years.
same path we are.
You're going to be sitting in our seats very soon.
Every morning it gets a
Don't
little
jinx
harder
it.
to get out of
No,
bed. Oh, you wait. And Belarusian Chernobyl, my ass. Trust me, it's going to come back and bite you.
I'll just go there every summer.
Oh, yeah.
Every summer she goes.
Right, just go dip in the Chernobyl pool.
Yeah,
Go for a quick swim.
Yeah, just get a bit of radiation to my
But
body.
no, I had asked him. I'm like, so what did they give you prognosis wise? And he said that the doctor had told him if he was working a desk job, he would have been back to work in 2 weeks. And I'm like, I work a desk job.
Yeah,
My
pretty
desk
much.
just moves. That's awesome. So, and again, I don't know because mine is more extensive than his. And is more levels than his, and it may be, what did they call it, a hybrid surgery where it's
Diffuse and
replacement and
replace them.
fuse.
Yeah.
But to be able to potentially be back and flying again in 3, maybe 4 weeks is spectacular, you know, because obviously we're working for a living, you know. So you have to be able to do that. But the option to be able to do that with this quirky little Brazilian guy is awesome. And he also operated on another friend of ours who flies wingsuits, who was back to jumping next to, in no time. And he, at one point, wasn't even able to turn his fucking head prior to the surgery. He was that bad.
Yeah.
And it's weird because Brian himself had said that my MRI looks dramatically worse than his,
he
but
was
my
shocked.
symptoms are not as severe. Or at least not as severe during the day. At night, they're fucked.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But it's funny how we find these doctors and then we just stick to them, because the doctor that was operating on me is also one of the doctors that is operating on a lot of skydivers.
Yeah. Well, you know what it is? I equate it to gear fear, right? I hate borrowed gear. Borrowed gear fucking freaks me out because you just don't know how it's maintained or where it's been or whatever. But on your own gear that you trust it implicitly. So it's the same thing with the doctor. As soon as you meet a doctor that you have a vibe with and you trust, then I'm going to latch onto that person. It's like having a really good instructor or something like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I love the doctor that was operating on me. I came to him and I'm going to be jumping on 6th of June. And he's like, isn't it a bit early? I'm like, well, I mean, like, it's going to be 5 weeks. Come on. I feel very strong. He's like, okay, I have to give it to you that it's genetic or, I don't know, Chernobyl or whatever it is. You are recovering pretty quick, but please don't fuck it up because we don't have a longer plates at the moment to replace my plate in my foot, in my ankle. But I'm like, I love you, doctor.
Yeah, you love him because he tells you what you want to hear.
Exactly.
That's how I love them.
That's it. You bat your eyes, flash some cleavage, and the doc's, I'll sign you off.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not going to get that anymore. My hair's too thin and my beard's too gray.
Balls are hanging too low.
Yeah, a little too low.
Oh,
From a surgery, for fuck's sake. Too many hernia surgeries. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's one of those things, and there's people that are way, way worse off than what we are.
Oh, God, yes. God, yes. People from the old days in Cross Keys, especially the heyday, will remember a gentleman by the name of Cameron McKinnon. Cameron McKinnon didn't fuck himself up skydiving. He fucked himself up by falling out of a tree while really high on ecstasy and having
That's
another
how
person.
you injure yourself most of the time,
Yeah, right.
no? Like,
on the ground, and
Yeah.
another person landed on his neck. And when I say they fell out of the tree, they like 30 feet out of a tree. When we went to see him in the hospital, he had just had major surgery on his neck. He's in a full halo, practically in a coma, and the doctors are saying he's going to be lucky if he can use his hands again. No. And now this guy is doing yoga retreats, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, there's something to be said about yoga.
Well, there's just something to be said about the spirit as well. You know, This guy's like, fuck you. I'm not just going to walk again. I'm going to do everything again. Yeah. And he damn well did. You know?
They did the same thing to Nicole. They told Nicole that she would never walk again. And she was like, fuck you.
Yeah, of course I am.
I'm not listening to what you have to say. And she just worked hard and made
But
it
that's
happen.
the thing. You have to listen to your body as well, because they're not in your body. Like,
sure.
Maybe they seen the same situation, same injuries, but every body is different, genetically different. So if you listen to your body and if you push a little bit hard, not through the pain, obviously, but you can be normal in most of the cases.
Although,
no? Like,
and with enough Chernobyl radiation, anything is possible.
Right?
No, but seriously, guys, if you understand, like, you can walk, for instance. Like, I know that I wasn't supposed to take the cast off a week after, but I was listening to my body and I understood that I feel pretty strong. So I just asked my doctor if I can start using the air boot and put like 10% of weight on it, and I start putting 10% of weight on it on the second week, and then a little bit more, and I don't know. I just was listening to my body, and I was pushing through the pain. And I think like the part of me recovering faster than any other human being is just because no, we're not going back to Chernobyl. It's because I'm doing a lot of exercises.
Well, yes, physical fitness.
Adapting
physical
to my
fitness
injury.
has a huge thing to do with it. If
and
you
the
are,
mindset as well.
Well, of course, yeah.
So,
if you're in good shape, you're going to recover quicker than someone that's not in good shape.
That's
of course.
referring to Nicole as well. Like, because she was pushing hard. Like, if she would be like accepting that she will not be able to do, she wouldn't become a yoga instructor or whatever.
Sure.
Like, she'd be just give up.
Although sometimes, and you guys have had the same thing. Sometimes your body doesn't give you all the clues that you're supposed to have. Like, here, I'm going to show you this. This is a trip. Put your hands down flat, anywhere you can. All right, lift your thumbs up, just your thumbs. Yeah, okay.
Well,
that one doesn't come up anymore. The doctor that was checking my neck, he's telling me that potentially this can lead to loss of motor function and nerve damage and stuff like that if you let it go too long. And he looks at my hand and he's all, "What's up with your hand?" Nothing's up. My fucking hand's great. I don't have problems with my hands. So put your hands on the table, lift both your thumbs, and my left thumb just goes nothing. Doesn't go up, and all of a sudden I'm like, holy fuck, my thumb doesn't work anymore. Holy shit, this is
really hard.
It won't go up.
You damaged some nerve connection with
So now that my thumb doesn't lift up, not that I have a lot of need for lifting my left.
No, but just thumbs up.
That's it.
Your future as a professional gamer might be out the door.
Yeah, I'm never going to be a concert pianist or anything like that. And
you said penis.
Penis, yeah. So
I don't need your thumb there.
It's a real reality check when you go to get your body to do what it's always done before and it doesn't respond.
But then
Yeah, it's freaky. It's freaky though. When I tore my shoulder for the second time, it was pretty traumatic tear, and I went to lift my arm up and I couldn't pick my arm up. That freaked me out. You're like, wait a second, holy shit, that limb is just not doing what I tell it to do, And I was chucking drugs 22 days after shoulder surgery because I had to pay the bills.
Yeah, when I had my slap repair, the slap tear on my right shoulder, and just before the surgery, when I realized I really needed the surgery because I was injured, I talked to my manager at the time, and we knew that I needed the surgery, but I was just pushing it.
Yeah.
Trying to make it to summer, because I figured if I made it to summer, then it was easier on the rest of the team. And I got to the point towards the end of the year that I would reach back and I would go to pull, and I could only do like a wrist flick.
I did the same thing
because it was my right shoulder. So like I couldn't. He took me off tandems. I told him I can't do tandems right now,
right?
Because I can't get a strong enough throw on the drogue. And then I got to the point where I couldn't really get a strong enough throw on my pilot chute to where I would just grab it and I would just literally, it would just be a flick of the wrist to toss it out.
Yeah.
And like And a couple times it got in the burble. I was like, oh shit.
Oh, that's the longest fucking 2 seconds of your life.
And when that happened the second time, I was like, you know what? I just need to.
Yeah.
To pull the trigger on it.
In that 2 seconds of fucking pilot chute delay is where you reevaluate your entire existence every fucking time it happens.
Yep.
Every time. I was doing the same thing. It didn't happen to me so bad when it came to like pilot chute stuff, but I came up with this unique kind of a shoulder rolling elbow drogue throw to get it out because I couldn't just grab it and extend my arm up.
Yep.
And that's when you got to start to wonder, is pushing through worth it? Because there's probably a few hundred tandems that I did with a subpar shoulder that I probably shouldn't have done. Not so much because I was risking injuring my shoulder more, but because if that went out, I've got somebody on the front of me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And if I've got what if I finally tear it completely and it dislocates? Now I've got one arm and I'm in free fall with no fucking drogue on a tandem.
Yeah, that's what you got to reserve for.
I was just about to say that's why you have to listen to your body, and then Junior's got That's what you have reserved.
But, I mean, that's why I stepped back from doing the tandems, because I didn't want to take that responsibility. I could fly for myself. Yeah. Because if it comes down to it, okay, yeah, I can't get my pilot chute. Okay, I throw my reserve.
Right.
But it's with somebody else in the front. Yeah, I stepped back. I was like, and I told him, I was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't take the risk.
I'm trying to imagine the conversation that you have with your tandem student after you've just fired the reserve at 11,000 feet. And you can't reach your fucking right toggle.
All right, first jump course right there. Okay, boy, you see those yellow things up there?
Well, and if you got a slightly heavier tandem student, they're going to be sagged down a little bit lower. They might not even be able to get to the toggle. Yeah. You're going to have to have them stand up on your feet.
You just release the left one. You hand it to them and tell them to hold this here.
As you're spinning.
And you reach up and you grab the other one.
As you're spinning back down.
Yeah. Don't pay attention to the fact that we're turning. I'm going to fix that in a second. Oh, man.
Oh, no, but that would be like, because the tandem reserve is also rocking, like back and forth. And before you release both toggles, it's going to keep rocking back and forth.
It's not, I mean, that's a hell of a prospect, But you don't think about that when it's going on because you need that fucking paycheck, right? I mean, there's literally a couple of hundred tandems I did that if I were to do them now, I would have gone, this is...
Man, this podcast becomes very wise and, hey, guys, don't push through the injury if you have to do your paycheck. Everyone will keep doing that.
Of course they will, but this is...
Will, but at least then we can say we told you so.
Yeah, well, right? Well, it's not even so much and I told you so, but maybe that guy that's borderline, he's got another 10 or 20 jumps he wants to do before he's going to go get that shoulder fixed. Will maybe go.
Maybe off season, Like, hey,
just
man,
one more season.
No, but now, I have the situation the same. I have this plate and the screws, and obviously I can take them out after 6 months. But I'm probably not going to do that because I know that when I take it out, I'll have, at least 2 weeks to recover because after I'm taking the metal out. Yeah, is it what it takes?
I don't know. I still have 2 screws in my wrist from 1995.
Anyway.
Knock on wood, no metal.
Yeah.
I have no metal in my body.
Man,
knock on wood.
That's the thing. It's a first metal thing. And I came to a doctor after 4 weeks and I'm like, what is the weight of this plate and screws? And he is like, how much weight did you gain, Olga? Because I've never had metal in my body. I have no idea how much weight it had. And
not that much.
She's worried about it for the swoop competition, so she knows whether she needs to take weight out of her weight belt.
Exactly. Anyway, but now I'm thinking okay, I have to take it out eventually, probably. I mean, I don't have to, but I would want to. But if I'm thinking about that, will I be able to take 2 weeks off just not jumping? Unless we all go to Bali again, then I'll take it out. We go to Bali, to the Gili
Island. And she gets an infection in her.
Yeah, right.
It's from the dirty water. But no, it's also one of those things to think about. You're a competitive swooper.
Yeah.
You're going for zone AC. How is the rest of your bone going to react if you have a little bit of a hard landing in zone AC? Are you going to wind up breaking your ankle above the metal plate?
Yeah.
Right, because that's one of the things that they say is that when you have a metal plate like that, it's not the initial injury that gets injured. It's usually above or below where the plate is.
Same thing with
hitting that zone AC pit from high up, stalling the canopy, trying to get to that box.
Well, it's the same thing if they replace discs in the neck. If it's just a replacement, it's actually pretty good. But if it's a fusion, it puts a lot of strain on the disc above and below the fusion.
Right.
Because, the fusion's stronger
It's
than the
stronger,
natural.
Same what Junior says, like the plate is strong enough. So, but if I'm doing the zone act and I'm landing up from the top, that's why I would prefer to take the metal out and rather break a bone if there is a case, then break a bone above and then having plate and taking plate out and put a bigger plate and all of this bullshit.
Which they don't have here. He's already
They
told
don't
you
have
that.
it yet.
I think we need to find a nice place where we can start Skydiver's old folks home.
Retirement home? Retirement community?
Well,
It doesn't have to be an
it'll
old
be more like
folks home.
hospice.
Yeah.
Like, all right, these people are going to die eventually. But it's just going to be a bunch of people getting really fucking high and talking shit all the time. So it would be the most amazing old folks home ever.
The parents just start, giving them pamphlets for the for the
Could you
skydivers.
imagine that? It'd just be a bunch of fucking 90-something-year-old
No.
people really high listening to Chemical Brothers and with fucking glow sticks in the corner.
I'm not fucking signing for that. If I have to listen to this bullshit of, this hurts, and that hurts.
Oh
I'm
no,
gonna
the
fucking
drugs will
kill
be much
myself.
better then. The drugs will be much better. We'll all be in our zero gravity floating chairs and shit. Come on.
Okay, that sounds
Sounds
even
like
better.
fun, right? Come on.
That
And
sounds-
we'll be virtual reality skydiving and shit, and everybody will have their goggles on looking hot.
That's fucking terrible. Just the thought of
What,
it.
what's
makes
that?
me
What
sick.
was the movie that was?
What, that
Johnson?
everybody lived in the Ready Player One.
Okay.
It was a really good movie.
Yeah, that one. There was another one, The Surrogates,
Yeah, that too.
with Bruce Willis, where they just lived in.
In other people's bodies, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, it's there's not much of a retirement plan for skydivers. What the fuck do we do?
What a plan. What is plan?
Yeah, right. Well, no, I mean, as I've gotten older, I've certainly thought about that. I mean, I just rolled through 10,000 otter hours, for Christ's sakes. I've got more.
Congratulations.
I don't think I'm gonna do that many in my future.
Not as many, I guess.
No, and I loved every minute of it, but eventually I'm going to stop flying the planes, and eventually I'm going to stop jumping, and what the fuck comes next, man? We've made a living out of a very specific activity that doesn't really relate very well to the real world.
Yeah.
What do you?
I mean,
You
yours does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, there are big grown-up pilots out there.
there are, and they're all.
Just because you don't like the fucking
And,
airlines.
and they're all out of work. They all want my job.
Yeah, because your job is more fun.
Of course it is.
Of
Absolutely.
course it is, but doesn't mean you can
Well,
not
that was
fly planes.
and I hopefully I've got a skydiver / airline pilot is going to come sit down with me so we can hash out the difference, because I still to this day get the, so are you like a real pilot as well? I'm kind of more of I actually do more flying of the airplane, different kind of flying,
Yeah.
different kind of flying.
Yeah, you don't push buttons and just sit back and wait.
Well, I wouldn't know what to do in an airline anymore. I'm way too set in my ways. They're not going to
You
let
got
me
too much
fly.
ink.
Yeah, I've got way too much fucking ink, too many tattoos, and they won't let me fly barefoot. I don't fucking wear shoes when I
that's
fly.
where the problem
Do they
comes in.
say you can't go barefoot
I'm
once you get
pretty
in the
sure it
cockpit?
would be an issue. Yeah, and plus, I mean, I'm barely wear pants if they didn't make me.
That's your past,
Yeah.
being a stripper. You just want to take your
It
pants
was
off
fucking
every.
great. It wasn't that long ago. Pablo Hernandez's wife was on the drop zone, and I came walking up to say hello to her and hadn't seen her for quite a while, and gave her a hug, and she took one look at me and she says, "Don't we live in a wonderful world where the pilot can show up looking like that?" And I'm like, I'm not really sure how to fucking take that. But then I'm like, all right,
Take
yeah,
it
that
as
is
a compliment.
that is kind of cool. But to this day, I'll still get from people that don't know me, what do you do for a living? Well, I'm a pilot. You're a what? Like a pilot? Yeah, I'm an airline transport pilot. And they take one look at me and the tattoos and all that shit and go, oh, man.
That's even gonna be because you have another sleeve down
Yeah,
there.
you have a complete another sleeve. Yeah. A lot of ink.
A lot of ink.
A lot of ink. It's
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Look at you.
What?
Big old. Have you seen her thigh tattoo?
I think so. Yeah.
Look at this.
That's Matryoshka.
Describe it.
Matryoshka.
Describe it.
Describe it. So
Yes,
it's
this is
a
not- this-
Soviet Union symbol of feminine. It's Matryoshka holding AK-47.
Okay, well, to those that don't know what that is, explain what it is.
Matryoshka is a wooden doll that you open. There is another one and another one and another one. It's more of a symbol of Soviet Union countries. And like if you think about Russia, Belarus, whatever, Ukraine, you would imagine Matryoshka, balalaika, bear, vodka. So it's one of the symbols that we use. I just like the symbol of it, and meaning that it's kind of represents the female part of the Soviet Union countries, and the fact that she's holding AK-47 is just kind of a playful way that we can stand for ourselves. And that was done in Belarus by amazing tattoo artist Christina. She's just freaking amazing. I want to bring her and do more ink from her, but it's not as big as your sleeve though, and this is fucking scary.
I remember when he finished the first arm and he's like, all right, I'm done with ink.
Yeah, I'm never going to get another.
I'm
No way, I'm never
tattoo.
getting another
I'm
sleeve.
done. I've got it all done. I'm like, and all I was thinking, I rolled my eyes. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Well, and now I'm still spotting slightly empty spots on the new sleeve going, okay, what can I get here? What can I get there? It's not quite full.
Well, yeah, I wasn't around. I forgot where I was, and I sent you a message over. You're like, I was gonna surprise you when I saw you, but
I told you I was recovering from a wound, and you're like, what wound? And I sent you a picture of the sleeve.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Like, Jesus Christ.
And Junior, you only have the one on your chest, or
one on my chest and one on my back.
Oh, okay.
We'll get him some more.
For sure.
Yeah, we'll get him covered.
see.
Yeah.
Get him a good. He's like, we'll see.
We'll get him a good sleeve. We got a lot of amazing
if you have
artists.
some scars, if you have some scars,
I mean,
after the surgery.
I got plenty of scars. I could just start, taking all my scar lines and making it look like Frankenstein.
Well, that's what the left sleeve was originally, just to cover scars and the fact that half my fucking bicep was gone.
Biceps.
Yeah, because I tore it off on a water skiing accident. Yay!
Amazing. Not even skydiving.
So collectively, how many surgeries have we had in this room?
Oh fuck my life! Name a bone. I probably broke it.
Well, I've had 4 inguinal hernia surgeries, left wrist reconstruction, left bicep reattachment, 2 right shoulder surgeries for fully torn infraspinatus, partially torn supraspinatus, and a sinus surgery. Although the Brazilian surgeon asked me to list my surgeries, and when I got to sinus, he laughed, and that's not a surgery. Like, dude, they knocked me out and cut part of my nose away. Yeah, it's a surgery.
Yeah, it's like same as I had my tonsils removed. I mean, I was out cold, and they cut parts of me off, but
that doesn't
it's
count
still
as a surgery.
It's a surgery. They're cutting shit out of you.
They cut shit out of me. I came to and threw out blood for the next, 6 hours straight. But
so 9 for me. How many for you?
I've only got 5.
I think I have around 6, maybe 7. But actually, there was a not fun one, but one surgery that I have that I would never find that I have a problem if I wouldn't be skydiving. So we had a Russian national record or whatever. So we went to 18,000 feet. So it was oxygen, obviously. And I felt a bit sick, just like a blocked nose, a little bit of headache. But nothing really. So we go up, oxygen, everything. We jump out of the plane, and I'm trying to get to the formation, and my nose explodes with the blood and covers on my visor with the blood. So I made it. Somehow I tracked away.
People must have shit their pants when you docked.
Yeah, but you don't look at the face really. Anyway, so I track away, somehow not hitting anyone, trying, lifting this visor a little bit, opening, landing. Going to clean my nose, just water in and out, going again. So it started bleeding in the airplane already. So the rest of the team looking at me, they're like, what the fuck? And I'm just, ripping my buff off, trying to put it in my nose.
Don't worry, I'll be fine.
Pretty much. So I land, and after 3 jumps like that, landing with what's that?
Yeah, go.
Yeah. The captain of the team was like, no, Olga, you grounded. And I was crying, and he's like, no, you cannot just fucking sky. It's not safe. I'm like, okay, fuck it. And I went to a doctor. And listen to this. I went to a doctor. They checked everything. They're like, no, you're fine. But I felt it's not fine. It's not fine that I'm bleeding in the airplane or in a free fall. It's not fucking fine.
Too much cocaine.
Yeah, right.
I wish, man. I wish it was a. So I kind of insist on the MRI on my head. And they put me through MRI machine, and I was supposed to fly in South Africa the next day because I was sure that nothing will show on MRI, right? and they found a huge cyst in my sinuses
Oof.
on my on the forehead.
Yeah.
And they're like, if you wouldn't find it out, because this is a mucocelli cyst, so what it does, it eventually pushes your eyeball out, and you don't. Yeah, imagine it just goes down. If you Google it, you'll find the photos are so fucking terrible. But it's not very common because it doesn't give you any other symptoms but like headache and sometimes bleeding nose. But if I wouldn't be jumping, if I wouldn't go as high, like to the higher altitude, and with the pressure that I had,
You wouldn't have known.
I wouldn't
and your
know.
eyeball would have fallen
Exactly. Imagine me like having an eye patch or something.
I can imagine that.
So
Her eye hanging down, she like grabs her eyeball, lifts up, she's like, "What's over here?"
Yeah, but that's that's what I have to thank skydiving for. Like I wouldn't find, if I wouldn't be skydiving, I wouldn't find out. Maybe I would, but maybe it would be too late for me to do the surgery. So there you go.
That's fair enough.
Wow.
Fair enough. I don't honestly, with the exception of having surgery on my neck, the surgery's never really bothered me that much, and I love the anesthesia.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It is the funnest 2.5 seconds you can possibly have.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh,
My doctor tricked me last time. I didn't even
What
get to
happened?
experience it.
oh
What
no!
happened? Tell us. I want to know the story.
On the last surgery I had, I knew that the anesthesia was coming. I was like, I had it in my head. I'm gonna try to stay awake as long as I can, and just see what happens. And he's talking about doing the nerve block, and I'm like, are you doing the nerve block here or?
Oh,
And I was out like what he'd given me, which I thought was just like a flush for the IV,
Yeah.
was actually the stuff, because he didn't do it in the operating room. He did it
Yeah.
out in the recovery room before you go in.
Oh.
that's
pre-op room.
fucked.
And I'm like, I woke up and I was pissed. I was like,
That's
God
such a waste.
damn! I was like,
Such a waste
you
of the
fucking tricked
surgery.
me.
Yep. Oh, every time I know it's coming, I first off grunt and I try and do like the whole pilot don't pass out G-force thing and
Yeah, you-
force all the blood into my brains. And I try and think of the
Listen,
most
folks.
fucked up or funny thing I can possibly say as I'm going out, hoping that they're going to be laughing as I'm passing out. Like I had to have a hernia surgery. I was still a fucking stripper at the time. So the hernia is obviously down close
Yeah.
to the important stuff. And I think the last thing that I said was cut between the lines, because I had tan lines. Cut between the lines. That's how I make my money out. I went, you know? So always try and find something fucked up. But tell me, because I always want to know if it's a common experience. My rooms don't spin when they kick them. They do backflips.
Your room.
Yeah, when the drugs go in, you know how
Yeah.
the room will start to spin.
I
Mine
never had
do-
a spinning
Mine
experience.
does
I've
backflips.
never had a spin
I get to.
experience.
I stay awake longer than you guys then.
Oh.
Woohoo!
No, mine never does a spinning as well. I normally look at the doctor, and like twice already been, my doctor was saying like, "Well, are you okay?" Like after I woke up, I'm like, "What was the last thing I said?" He said, "I have a beautiful eyes." I'm like, "Well, doc, I'm single, you know." Like,
Leave it to Olga to hit on the doctor before
yeah.
surgery.
No, I've managed to every time stay awake long enough for the room to start doing fucking backflips. It's so fun.
okay, next time I'll try to do that.
Oh man!
Ouch.
I mean, I know it's
No,
what
next
killed Michael Jackson, but if I could go to sleep like that every night, wow.
Yeah, I've got possibly 3 more surgeries coming, so
Yeah.
we'll see.
You
we'll
got
see.
the advice from Dean now, right?
Yeah, I got the
hold
advice
it,
from you.
like,
Just
Yeah.
Grinch.
Yeah, I think I've got, well, with the neck, and then I know the shoulder needs to be reworked. I got to have the screws taken out of my wrist, and then I got to do something about these feet. So I got 3 or 4 more surgeries coming.
do they do foot replacement surgery?
Well, they do bunion removal surgery.
That's
Yeah,
terrible.
yeah. So like I said,
Fucking
foot
things.
replacement
I
surgery.
wish. Oh my! If I could just have new
For-
bones.
I
all
know,
of
I
them.
know you've probably talked about this on the podcast before, but for anybody that's not in this room, he has the most ugly feet in the entire world.
I do.
They're so flat that it's not even funny.
yeah.
You would never see the flat
My,
feet like
my-
this.
He claps them. Hold
Yeah,
on.
my one-man round of applause.
That's all Dean with his feet and his hands.
Yeah, it's fucking horrible.
It's
It is.
terrible, yeah.
Yeah, well, you can't be pretty everywhere.
Oh.
Well, if we're gonna pick someplace to be ugly, I guess feet are it. Unless you're into that kind
That,
of
the
thing.
lions,
in
the
that case,
lions, the lions.
yeah, tan lines and
Tan line.
And fucking
the-
feet.
and the
Yeah, they're hideous. Oh well. Yeah, and they're not getting any prettier with age. That's for damn sure.
Just use a hydration, you know, like a cream moisturizer.
I don't think I can moisturize these to get any better.
I'll try and give it a try. You never done.
No, it's Victoria doesn't mind, so it's fine.
I have no idea.
Neither do I. Neither do I.
I love the girl so much. I have no idea.
So as we wrap up, we've talked basically about injuries, which is kind of what I wanted to talk about. But the gist of it all is, yes, listen to your body. Yes, push it if you have to some degree. But
don't push it if you don't have to.
Yeah,
listen to your body, but go get it looked at. When in doubt, I mean, skydivers are so bad. I think most professional athletes are bad unless you're getting paid millions of dollars in the professional leagues like professional baseball, football, soccer, whatever. I mean, get your body looked at.
Well, I also think as a culture we don't do our athletes any justice by making it cool to be injured. Because it is, right? I've posted pictures in the hospital with a big thumbs up and laughing, and Nitka, when I was in Bali and gashed my leg open, got me to fucking have stitches without using a local anesthetic.
That's sick, man. That is not cool. That is fucking sick.
I know, and it fucking hurt. That was actually, I mean, I look back at it now and laugh because I was sitting up filming, and then I was leaning on an elbow filming, and then I was laying on my back filming, and then I was almost passing out.
And what's funny enough is, in my memories today, popped up the picture of the first time that we were in Bali together, where it was the
pink scooter helmet.
The pink scooter helmet, yeah.
Yep. That was maybe
Followed
2 days
closely.
before I crashed into the ditch.
That was just a couple days before you were completely shit-faced and the scooter was laying on top of you in the driveway.
Yes. Well, I told you not to let me drive.
Do you all
and
have?
then he's like, "Don't let me drive." And next thing I know, I hear he's going down the road on the wrong side of the road as fast as scooter would go.
Yeah.
Did we all get injured in Bali like I did? You did, Junior. Did you get injured in Bali?
Nope. Knock on wood.
So we know.
No, you got attacked by a big fucking red cock.
Well,
that's not an injury.
That's not an injury.
But there was an attack.
That was an attack of a different kind.
That's so funny.
You got attacked by a big cock too.
I did. We both did. That was what did we call that? Because that was what year?
That was a Dodge and Cox tour in 2016.
2016, that's right. And we're just going to let you guys assume whatever you want about that. That's just fine.
I think we've talked about it on here before.
Yeah, I don't even fucking care. That shit was so much fun. I remember on that trip, you and I were sitting back at one point, and we had met some of the most interesting characters ever, and we weren't really sure what the Bali trip was going to be like. This was the first night.
Yeah.
The very first night, and we had met through Nitka, another skydiver great friend of ours. We had met some of the most
knee replacement nowadays.
Of course. We had met some of the most amazing characters, and semi-drunk the first night, not really knowing what to expect, leaned back and looked at each other and went, "This is going to be a fucking good trip."
And it was.
Oh, it was amazing. Absolutely amazing. That was the beginning of how many years in Bali? We got to go back.
Oh, please, yes.
Yep. Yeah, that's where the retirement home needs to be on Gili T.
How about we just buy a house there? And
there's your fucking virtual reality retirement home.
Oh. You don't need the goggles.
No goggles needed. Just general and a nice beret on the beach.
Yep.
Oh. All right, so listen to your body, yes. Push it if you have to some degree, yes. But understand that if you're pushing it, eventually you're going to be old and in pain like me.
If you make it that far.
If you make it that far. Hopefully everybody does. And understand that the little aches and pains that you're having now might lead to something dramatically worse. I don't know if I could have prevented what I've got coming, but maybe I could have.
Yeah, maybe if you stopped doing anything and just sat.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if I had my neck worked on way back then and actually seen a real doctor instead of letting someone crack my neck an hour after I fucked it.
So if you're not sure, go and do a checkup. It doesn't hurt to just get a professional opinion on that.
And technology is getting better every day. So
find a way to deal with the doctor's bills. Find a way to get those checkups, to do something like that.
Or get a travel insurance and fall off the bike when you travel.
Well, what would be another great idea too is, especially in the States where it's such an issue, to have drop zones themselves start networking with doctors.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
Just network with doctors. Go, "Hey, look, doc, we got a bunch of skydivers. Getting insurance, health insurance for skydivers is really fucking difficult. Is there, could we work a deal if they work at this drop zone, if they're an employee here, that they can do a payment plan, that they can, get a discount?" Because doctors have a lot of leeway when it comes to stuff like that.
Or if USPA wants to be really good about something, they would find a way to do insurance for all instructors that some kind of group insurance that all instructors could be a part of.
Al,
If you're listening,
President, Highness.
we haven't we're not the first with this idea, but
Yeah.
new people in the hot seat, and hopefully something can happen.
Yeah. Well, who
That'd be
else?
amazing.
Who else do we know out there that's doing that's part of USPA? I know we got a couple of board of directors that are probably listening here and there.
Yep, we got director of competition and whatever. Steve Hubbard's probably listening.
Steve, walk
He's
across
a-
the hall, fucking smack Al.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Is
Yeah.
Melissa part of it now?
Yes, Melissa.
Yep. So,
Melissa Lowe, come on, step up.
Yay.
Health insurance.
Yep.
Because we're just gonna keep fucking ourselves up. But we got to find a way to make sure that health insurance extends to the stupid shit we do on the ground and not just jumping.
Yeah, but then
So-
you can just take it
But
to
if you
the
have-
drop zone and just land, put
No,
your
but I mean,
parachute next to
if
it.
you have health insurance, you have health insurance,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
and that's the one thing that health insurance is so fucking expensive in the U.S.
Yep.
It's so
Well,
expensive. in
And
the US
travel
right now.
insurance when you're abroad. Fucking get travel
That's for
insurance.
sure. That's like
yeah,
the
travel
best
insurance
investment.
has saved my ass a few
I
times.
used it so many times.
Yeah.
I fucking drained this
Well,
insurance company.
we'll be getting travel insurance for sure, and I'll tell you which one to get when we go to Nepal because they dug me out of a fucking
I like
hole.
Nomads. Nomads? What do you call
No,
them?
World Nomad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
World
one.
Nomad is what I had,
That
and they
one,
are
that's-
fucking amazing.
They're amazing. I used them quite a few times. Like in Bali as well. In
Amazing.
Bali
I
as well.
fucked up my flight to Nepal, and they fucking reimbursed me for the
Oh,
whole
really?
thing. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We'll do
Yeah,
that.
there's a few out there. World Nomads, Global Underwriters, Diplomat,
Yeah.
International
But
Diplomat,
Buba is part of the World Nomad.
Bupa, yeah, Ibupa. So there's a few out there.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a really good idea. So, Olga, last tips?
Huh?
Injuries, recoveries, what to do, what
Yeah,
to think
man.
about.
No, that's what I always say. Listen to your body, like you just mentioned as well. I really am advocating because when you go to a doctor, obviously they're very precautious and they will give you the estimated date a little bit longer than it's normally for a fit human being takes to recover. But obviously, if it take it as an estimated date and then just listen to your body and exercise. I think what I really advocate for to recover faster, you have to be physically active. Like with my leg fucked, I still was rowing every day with one foot and doing lots of exercise and adapting my exercise. And even though I couldn't hip thrust 120 kg and I was doing just a bum squeezes, but still it helps your blood flow.
Did you understand any of those exercises?
I heard something about hip thrust. That's all. That's all I
and
heard was
bump
hip thrust.
squeezes and shit. Man, whatever happened to just going to the gym?
Yeah, okay, that's do this. Just go to a gym, keep your blood circulating, and if you have an access to Mumiyor, this is a Russian secret weapon substance that is in Altai Mountains. Get it. I'm pretty sure that also beside Chernobyl past and radiation helps me to recover 50% faster than anyone else. Yes, that's it, folks.
Cool. Any last words?
Don't be like Olga.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I recommend all of the above. I also recommend if it gets down to with whatever you're dealing with, doctors saying it's time for surgery, get a second opinion because
And a third.
surgeons want to cut people up. That's what they do. That's how they make their money. That's how they help fix people. But I have known of doctors that like to cut in situations where it's not absolutely necessary. So do the due diligence, and if you can do it non-surgically, do it non-surgically. It's always easier to do it that way if you can. But when it's time, make sure you're going with the right guy.
Yep,
Or
absolutely. Go with the right person. Get multiple opinions.
All right. So, blue skies to everybody. Then hopefully we'll go do a fucking three-way when we're all back in jumping condition.
Well, I'm jumping on Sunday, boys. You just hurry up.
Yeah, well,
Soon.
I could still
Inshallah.
jump now if I was really stupid, but I'm not going to.
Yeah,
So.
I hope soon.
Cool.
We'll see.
All right, guys.
Cool.
See ya.
Bye.
Later.
Okay, there you go. Another episode of Lunatic Fringe Into the Void in the can. As always, fuck yeah. Brought to you by Icarus. That's NZ Aerosports. Check them out. Also, pussfoot.com, the Extreme Sports Collective. Hit to pussfoot.com. Check it out. See what it's all about. Summit Parachute Systems, Jarrett Martin, badass rigger, teaching courses and building amazing pilot rigs, summitparachutesystems.com. And me, the fucking pilot, as always, thefuckingpilot.net, theprincesspilot.com takes you to the same place. That's where you find links to this podcast, as well as all the rest, or you can just go anywhere you find your podcast these days. And the website's also where you find both the books, the Fucking Pilot book and the Accidental Stripper. See you next time.
Damn.